Well, hello there, YouTube land. I'm coming to you from Salt Springs, Florida. I actually just went for a swim in these springs. 72 degrees, thousands of gallons of water billowing out from the earth. It's amazing to be in that water. It is such a treasure to be in the Ocala National Forest, to be here in nature, to connect with the divine, and to feel the energies of the sacredness and the beauty and the healing that is available for us from the earth, from this planet, from the cosmos. I'm just connected to all of it. So I'm here because I just went to a Channeling Jesus retreat. Some of you are familiar with this wonderful community. And one of the assignments that we were given by Jesus was over the next 40 days after the retreat, we are supposed to share something. And he gave a couple of different guidelines. So for me, the thing that I'm sharing is how I manifested the good life. So I did start to share a little bit on Facebook, and I'm gonna just, when things come to me, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna make a video and upload it. I will say I'm a little bit more active on Facebook. So if you're not Facebook friends with me and you have an account, friend me, send me a request, and also join my group, Juicing Toward Greatness. I put a lot of tidbits in there too. So anyway, back to the Channeling Jesus assignment that we have. So one of the things that is kind of a life hack for me now is understanding my shadows and my blind spots and our programming. So you can notice when you start to fall into your programming because you start to feel bad. Your frequency, your vibration begins to decrease. Maybe you begin to get very fatigued. You start to have feelings of impatience or anger or even sadness. In some ways can be a notification from the divine through your physical body that you are beginning to fall into a unconscious pattern or programming is beginning to take over. So what you need to do is get yourself present. You need to bring yourself back. You need to remind yourself that you are a child of God. You are made from love, by love, for love. Every single thing in your life is happening for your benefit, and you planned it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So bring yourself out of the situation. Be the observer always, to the best of your ability. I know this is not easy. And you know, it's a practice that we have to continue working on every day. But you will see when you start to behave in such a way that is not for your best and highest good. It is not for the best and highest good for the other people involved in the situation if you're not by yourself. So know that we on this planet, particularly in the Western world where we're just so comfortable, you know, we're first world problems, that's our hashtag, right? Our lives are so cushy and easy, yet we're suffering, we're complaining. It's because we have been deeply, deeply indoctrinated and programmed. And that becomes apparent when your frequency and your vibration lowers. You start to feel bad. So what I think has helped me so much, and this is really recent, like I've been studying the Course in Miracles since 2017, 2018, which I know isn't even that long. There's a lot of people who have been in that book for longer, you know, but things just started resonating with me quickly, thank God. But I'm still learning at this practice. I'm still new at this. So when I notice myself start to feel irritation or impatience, I go within. And I try to find the place, the belief, I say the place, it doesn't really a place, is it? But it's there's a space in your energy body, in your consciousness, in the field that is you. There's a place where there's a belief. It is an untrue belief. It is a story from the past that your ego mind is trying to resurrect to totally sabotage your present moment. Try to find what that is, you know, even if it's just a feeling, like a sadness that doesn't make any sense, because here you are in this beautiful experience of life that you are absolutely living for in the now, but you don't feel good. So something is sabotaging your now moment. It is imperative that you start to pull yourself away from the situation. People, places, and things, they're not doing anything to you. It's all happening for you. And you have the opportunity to do this deep excavation of yourself. and start learning about what is pulling me away from happiness and peace and joy and literally orgastic ecstaticness of being alive. Because being in this body, which is the temple of God, is a gift that you gave yourself. You're here for a reason, a very important and beautiful reason. And if you hate your job, you hate your partner, you can't stand whatever's going on in your life, you have got to figure out how to get out of that situation, or how to adjust your own perception so that you can start to really enjoy and get the most out of that situation. So programming, we are deeply programmed through all kinds of different instruments. The modern educational system is a primary way that we are indoctrinated and programmed. A lot of our churches, this organized religion concept is a great way to indoctrinate and program us. Everything you see on the media, on the television, indoctrinates and programs us. And then our friends and family, even those who mean the best, mean the most, or mean well in the world, they are also reinforcing indoctrination and programming. So, you know, you just have to start developing an awareness. And it's not just to know it, because I'm an air sign. I love to be in my head. I love to intellectualize and talk about things and have people agree with my ideas, because that makes me feel good. But it's going into the deepest parts of you and finding that space where you're avoiding something. There's something that's going on. You're perpetuating a pattern. This thing keeps happening to me. Well, it's because you're creating an opportunity for you to see it over and over and over again until you heal it. And this is the deep inner work. Not intellectualizing, not finding spiritual principles that are cute and you can write it down and memorize. This is actually you being the observer of your own self, the deep inside self, and revealing these things to you. And it's only when you actually get that awareness, that aha, like, oh my gosh, you know, I'll give you an example. This is a very mild example, but I was at the airport not too long ago. I've been traveling a lot lately, so I'm at the airport a lot. But I was coming back, going to the ground transportation area, and there's 2 different depot stations where buses take you to the economy parking, which I needed to get back to. And I found myself at the wrong one. So what usually happens, because I used to be very hard on myself, is I would get this really big shot of anger and impatience that comes up in me. So I was almost waiting for that when I realized I had to walk all the way across to the other terminal to catch the bus to go back to economy parking, and it never showed up. So what I've been able to do through all the various practices that I've been practicing for the past years, and I think the past several months especially, is love myself enough and forgive myself enough and just allow space for whatever ancient hurts or memories that are still sort of residing in my consciousness. Just kind of allowing all of that to be, accepting that there are things in me that need to be healed. And when the opportunity comes up for me to get angry or get impatient, it just doesn't happen anymore. So it's almost like spirit wants to show me that yes, there are still places where you can do a little bit of work, but it's not nearly as harsh as it used to be. So when bad things happen to you, this is another great point to bring up. Don't see it as a failure. Don't be upset with yourself, because each time that you kind of climb another ladder in the passageway towards ascension, you are going to be given opportunities to see yourself. And it's not always the best reflection, right? Like, you're going to see challenges in your life, but the more that you dig deeper into yourself and love yourself and keep up your forgiveness practice, the better you're going to perform. You're going to do less reacting to these difficult situations and do more responding from your heart, from your center, as opposed to from your mind and from your ego. So be on the lookout for those things that happen. Try not to take everything so personally. Look at it as a curious observer of your life and realize that every single thing is happening for your growth, and you planned it. You wanted it to be there in some way. You know, you're working with spirit to help you better understand yourself. That's what everything happens for anyway. So there you go. There's a little tidbit. This is me fulfilling my obligation of, for for the next 40 days from the Channeling Jesus retreat, I'm going to be sharing things in different places. So reach out to me on Facebook if we're not already friends, and join my group, Juicing Toward Greatness. And yeah, I'll be back on here on YouTube to share some more. Lots of love to all of you. I hope that you take the time to treat yourself and do beautiful, good things for yourself over the next 40 days or however long. And I'll be back to talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.